about 7 a.m. right now, and I am getting ready for a nice, productive little morning. The goal today is to squeeze in as many of my healthy habits as I can in the morning so I can have a nice, productive afternoon and evening. One of the healthy habits that I've been keeping track of is outdoor walks, and it has been such a game changer moving into the springtime and this last little bit of winter time to kind of boost my mood. For the past month, I've been making a point of at least taking a 20-minute walk outside every single day. And we're gonna do that this morning too. Since it is my day off work, I do like to actually drink coffee on my days off of work. Every other day I try to avoid caffeine just because it makes me anxious and makes me not sleep as well. So I'm gonna make that and then we're gonna take it on my walk. I normally am like a grind your own beans French press girly, but I'm just gonna make some Keurig coffee this morning because I am feeling a little bit lazy. Also, it was Brandon's birthday yesterday and I got these balloons for him. I also made little cards that had all of my favorite memories of this year of his life and hung them from the ceiling on little strings. I'll insert a photo. If you're looking for ways to surprise your husband or boyfriend or significant other or partner or whatever for their birthday, it was a really good idea and he liked it a lot. Especially if their love language is words of affirmation. Been loving this coffee creamer that I found the other day. It's just Coffee Mate, but it is the cinnamon vanilla cream flavor. So delicious. I love cinnamon and vanilla, so definitely a very yummy addition to my morning coffee. I need to go put some actual pants on because I cannot go outside and walk in shorts or I will freeze to death today. I may even need a coat in all honesty. It is currently 44 and it also says that it's drizzling, so hopefully it's not actually like full on raining. One of the other healthy habits that I've been trying to incorporate is meditation, which I know, don't click off the video. Yes, everyone should meditate. We all know that that is true, and it's never been something that I've been able to stick with, but I have been using habit stacking to make meditation a part of my daily life. And if you don't know what habit stacking is, I feel like most of us have probably heard of it at this point, but it's essentially having a habit that you currently have in your life be the cue for another habit that you'd like to have in your life. So a common example is after you've brushed your teeth, you floss. Or before I take my shoes off when I get home from work, I go for a walk, which is something that I've been doing recently. Is as soon as I get home from working at the gym, I immediately just go for a walk before I take my shoes off. And on that walk, I have been meditating. So there are several benches along the route that I walk, and I have been sitting down at one of those benches and literally just meditating for 5 minutes. I've found a really good meditation podcast that I enjoy a lot, Mindful in Minutes Meditation, and she just has a few like 5-minute meditations on there that I've just been listening to and just doing really quickly, and it's like the most peaceful thing. That was more than a drizzle. Even though it was absolutely pouring out there, I feel infinitely better than I did before going for my walk. This morning, I was not feeling it, like, at all. We're not ready yet. We're not ready for the talk yet. Was that too corny? Was that too corny for you guys? I feel like that was a thing. But this is just my morning routine. It's probably not. Why is everything in my house the same color? That just makes me look dead. I normally cut that stuff out of my videos because I want my channel to be a place of positivity, and I also don't really want you guys to see me frustrated like that all the time. But sometimes that is the reality of me filming, especially when I film in the mornings or on really rainy days like today is. The lighting in this house is just not it, and it is so hard to get the vision that's in my head onto the camera. And I just get really frustrated sometimes, and I'm like, why am I even doing this? And it just can be really frustrating. But I feel so much better after just doing a little bit of meditation and going for a walk. And I know how annoying it is to hear people say, like, just meditate and you'll feel better. But if you, like me, just get annoyed with the little like annoyances of your day and life, meditation is seriously such a good way to just expel that energy out. The meditation that I did today, which I'll link it down below, was just a 7-minute meditation that part of it was just breathing in peace and then breathing out like tension and chaos and all of those negative emotions. I do try to make my videos seem like peaceful and relaxing. And of course, I do show you guys the realities of life sometimes, but like I want this to be a place where people come and feel peace. But sometimes that is not the reality of my life. Sometimes I feel chaotic, and sometimes the video that I put on the screen in the background, there's stuff like that that is just chaos and just tension and annoyance. But taking the time to just meditate or journal, just somehow get those negative thoughts out is so beneficial. I've been really struggling recently to stay on top of my journaling habit. For some reason, I just like don't know what to write anymore. I used to be so consistent with journaling, and it was one of the first and one of the most important wellness habits that I started incorporating into my life. And for some reason, it just has not been clicking recently. So something that I have been trying to do is, instead of journaling about what's happening in my life, I've been journaling about my thoughts, because I just get really bogged down on trying to like catch my journal up on like the context of my life. And while I really, really enjoy looking back on those journal entries, they don't really help me in the moment. So I've just been trying to sit down and just journal whatever I have been thinking about without any kind of context. And that has been helping a little bit, but I still haven't been the most consistent with it, if I'm completely honest. Another thing is just literally having my journal sitting on my desk, because for a little while it was sitting over there, like on next to the bed, because I was journaling over there one night, and I was not being consistent because it wasn't sitting in my eye line, just really easy for me to access. Because I do really feel like journaling is incredibly beneficial. There's tons of benefits. It helps to boost creativity, it boosts your memory, it helps you achieve your goals, gives you more confidence, and enhances self-awareness. And I think that one is incredibly huge for me, is just being self-aware of the thoughts going on in my head. It improves communication, it calms anxiety, it improves your mental health, it boosts your mood, it even helps with your immune system. So there's all kinds of benefits to journaling. It's just creating that practice of doing it, just like meditation. I know these things are annoying to hear because you hear them all the time, but truly, truly, I think the simple things in life that you hear over and over again are true for a reason. Like, they are repeated all the time for a reason. So I'm trying my best to get back into it. That kind of wraps up my little morning here. I am now just going to sit down and get a little bit of work done on the computer, doing some editing, doing some other content creation. And then this afternoon, I'm actually gonna go for another walk with my mom, and that's gonna be kind of the workout that I do today. I do just really wanna encourage you guys that healthy habits do not have to be anything crazy. They can be really, really small, like 5 minutes of meditation, 10-minute walk, 5 minutes of journaling. Just incorporating those tiny little things into your day can impact your life so much more than you realize. And it truly is just a compounding effect. So if you feel like you don't have time, start small, start where you are, and try to just incorporate those little things into your life, and it will change your life. And of course, as always, I want to tell you that I am not perfect. I've been trying to journal. I have not been journaling consistently, and I do not always do these things. I am not always the most consistent in the world. One of my other goals for this month is to not sleep in the mornings, and I've been sleeping in way too much. So I understand I struggle with motivation sometimes too. Do not beat yourself up when you do not get those things done. You have to just start again tomorrow, start where you are, and do what you can. With that, I will see you guys in the next one.